What's up, everybody? You're very welcome along to this Manchester United preview here on Anfield Agenda, brought to you in association with our sponsors, Boyle Sports. If you are going to have a bet on this game, ladies and gentlemen, Boyle have an absolutely cracking offer, a no-lose tenner bet. You go on, pick any single you want from the Boyle site, put a tenner on it. If the bet doesn't come up, if it doesn't win, then Boyle will give you a 10 quid free bet. Not only that, if it's your first time signing up to Boyle, when you put that tenner bet on, you will receive the free bet if your bet loses, but you will also receive at least one more tenner free bet for signing up. There is a sign up link in the description, folks, just to let them know we sent you over. And again, we urge you to please gamble responsibly. That offer is open to UK and Irish residents age 18 plus. Look, folks, this is the big one. This is the game that we've all been waiting for. It seems an eternity since the Reds have last played. 8 or 9 days just feels forever in this current climate, but it's not too long away now. I'm recording this on Friday night, so we're 2 days away from a massive showdown in the Premier League. Score prediction for this one, ladies and gentlemen, I've gone for a 2-0 win for the Reds. Yes, it might be a bit optimistic, I know, but I think we're going to do it. I think with Joe MATIP back in training, I think with the time between games, I think technically United have played twice since we last played. Now, I did sit down with Mark Olbridge of the United Stand and we did a full preview on this. We did a bit of a tactical analysis. We looked at it from both sides. From United sense, I think they'll probably start with Luke Shaw at left back and obviously Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back. I'm guessing it'll be Eric Bailly alongside Harry Maguire at the centre of that defence. But the big question that I wanted to know about United was, will they go with the preferred duo of McTominay and Fred, or will we see maybe Pogba and Matic like we did see against Burnley? Mark seems to think that Solskjaer will revert to his two preferred Houlden midfielders in Fred and McTominay, and that will of course allow Bruno, Rashford, potentially Cavani, and depending on if he's fit or not, Martial maybe. Now, we had seen Martial on the left hand side and Bruno Fernandes through the centre with Rashford on the right hand side recently, and that would be more preferable to me, because I think Robbo would do a good job keeping Rashford quiet, and if Martial has any type of an off day or is struggling with an injury, then I think Trent will be able to cope rather nicely with that as well. I suppose that is a bit of a spoiler to let you know my predicted 11. Trent will be in there. I think it's fair to say that Trent hasn't been at his brilliant best so far since he's come back from injury, but that could be for a whole host of reasons, and I'm willing to bet that Trent will show up tomorrow and he'll put in a great performance. Not tomorrow, Craig, Sunday. I'm going to give you my predicted 11 as well, but before I do that, I've come up with a brilliant segment. So I sat down and I thought, right, Boyle are giving us free bets every week. What's the best way we can use them? So I've come up with something that I like to call Winner Stays On. And this is how it simply works. We get one of our subscribers, this week it's Stephen Booker, to send us in a bet. That bet has to be at least evens, and it has to be on any Liverpool game that Boyle Sports are offering. So what Stephen has done for this week, he's come up with Liverpool to win 1-0, 2-0 or 2-1, which is part of the group bet that Boyle have on there. If that comes up, Boyle will donate €120 into the kitty for our selected charity. That will be the profit from the bet, and at the end of the season then we'll pay out whatever it is to that charity with a massive thank you and a load of goodwill. And for the viewer, for the benefit for you guys, is it's going to be called Winner Stays On, as I said. So we're going to have a leaderboard. If Stephen gets his bet up this week, he'll get a €10 or £10 free bet, and he'll carry on to week 2. When eventually Stephen gets it wrong, his name will go up on the leaderboard alongside how many bets he got right, and then we'll move on to the next viewer. At the end of the season, we'll see who's top of the leaderboard, and we'll make sure that there's a little something special for them as well come May. So again, massive thank you to our sponsors, Boyle Sports, for that one. And look, this segment will become a little bit more obvious as the weeks go by. We'll start to understand it a bit more. I've probably made a complete mess of explaining it, but look, here's my predicted 11 for the game, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your thoughts as always. So I have gone for Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Andy Robertson at left back, centre back pairing of Matip, who has trained, so fingers crossed Klopp deems him fit enough to start, and then Fabinho alongside him. I have switched it up a little bit because I've gone for a 4-2-3-1 rather than the normal 4-3-3. So I'd like to see Thiago and Henderson in the deep lying positions, Firmino as an attacking midfielder, Shaqiri on the right, Mane on the left, and Mohamed Salah through the centre. Now, people are saying to me, Shaqiri? Craig Shaqiri. I know, I'm eating humble pie. I think he showed me enough against Aston Villa. I liked the little wavelength he was on with himself and Thiago. I thought that they just got each other, and Shaqiri was able to drop between the lines and expose the space. Now, yes, it's a lot easier to do that against a young, inexperienced Aston Villa team, than it would be against a full-strength Manchester United team. But, you know, I think the players in form should keep the shirt, and I think Shaqiri probably deserves the nod. That being said, I absolutely understand that when we did the podcast during the week with Steve Bland and Jack Gill, I think the general consensus amongst those two guys where we'll probably see Thiago, Henderson and Gini Wijnaldum in midfield. All in all, folks, I understand all of these decisions. That's why Kloppo gets paid the big bucks. I think this is going to be a game where we'll score, I think probably in the first half, and then United will have their chances in the game. They'll build up pressure, and I'm hoping, maybe I'm just being optimistic here, that we get a counter-attacking goal. Maybe Mohamed Salah again, shirt off, straight into the corner flag for the camera, showing off that six-pack of his, and we're all delighted, top of the league again come Sunday. It is a big game though, folks. I'd love to know what you guys had to say about it as well, but I did speak to Leon Blanche from Boyle Sports about it, and here's what Leon had to say ahead of the game. Leon, massive game coming up on Sunday. We'll get to your little predictions and stuff in a minute for the bets, but what are you feeling as a Liverpool fan ahead of this one?
I'm excited about this game, Craig. I think this is the perfect opponent. You couldn't have picked a better opponent to get us out of our little mini slump, and it is a bit of a mini slump. We've taken 2 points from 9. It's not good enough in terms of the standards of Liverpool Football Club and the standards that this team has set themselves over the past couple of years. But I think Jurgen will have had his time with the players, 8 or 9 days since we played Villa. He'll be able to get that mojo back. This is why he's the best coach in the world. This is why we've won a Champions League. It's why we've won a Premier League. We were very unlucky not to win back-to-back Premier Leagues. We lost out by a point. So this is perfect. Manchester United, top of the table. Liverpool know if they beat them, we'll go back top. And that's what's going to happen.
I always get a bit nervous, Leon, when we have time between games. It seems to be a negative thing for us, whereas you think in theory 8 days, 9 days between the games. Technically, United have actually played twice since we will have last played. But it doesn't always work out that way for us.
It doesn't, but I just think after the little slump, Craig, I think Klopp needed to spend time with the players because obviously something wasn't right. It hasn't been the same Liverpool. There's a lot of conspiracy theories going out there, but that's all irrelevant. What matters now is what Jurgen can do with the boys before the biggest game of the season. It's Liverpool versus Manchester United. It doesn't get bigger. It never has got bigger. Yes, the rivalry with City has been huge over the last number of seasons, but if you look at history, the biggest rivalry in English football is Liverpool versus Manchester United. So these players, Salah, Mane, who have been off form, I think this gives them their chance to do it. And for me, I think Liverpool, they're well able to get the victory. We've got a fantastic offer. It's a €10 or £10, no lose. So if you place a tenner, if your bet doesn't win, we'll give it back to you as a free bet. It's nice and simple. It's only 10 to keep it realistic and keep it real. And I think Mo Salah, I've been looking at his goals with my young lad, and the goals that he scored make me excited about this coming Sunday. I'm going to go Salah and Liverpool to win. If you want Salah first goal, it's 4-1 and Liverpool to win. Or if you want Salah anytime and Liverpool to win, it's 7-4. I'm going to go with Mo first goal, 4-1.
What I like about these no-lose offers is, particularly if you're a new customer, so you're signing up, you're going to place your first bet. You've got a risk-free bet, and then you get your free bet for signing up and placing your first tenner bet. Anyway, you're almost gaining. Look, this sounds crazy, but if I'm a punter, that I'm all over that for that exact reason. It's almost double risk-free.
Well, it is risk-free, and that's the key to this no-lose bet. And it's nice and easy. It's only a tenner, so people can watch the game and enjoy it. Gives a more little, maybe it matters a little bit more if you have a little bit of €5, €10 on the game. It doesn't matter. But looking at this game, to have a risk-free bet, that's what it's all about.
It's got to be everybody piling on for United penalty. You know it is, Leon. Everybody is going to be piling on for a penalty.
Well, look, I was looking at United's penalties. Last season, they got 14, I think I'm right in saying, which was a Premier League record. This season, they've been given 6. Liverpool have been given 5. So we're not doing too bad in that terms. However, it does look as if United over the past couple of seasons, and Jurgen is right with the numbers, they have been given more penalties than any other side. But it's up to Liverpool. We're at home. Yes, no fans. Massive, massive disadvantage to us. I've no doubt if there was 52,500 people at Anfield on Sunday, that would be like the 12th man. But this is Liverpool. We are the champions. It's up to us to win on our home patch. And even though we drew against West Brom, let's not forget, we haven't been beaten at home since April 2017. Fingers crossed, that'll still be a record that we'll be looking on to playing Burnley next Thursday night.
Before I let you go, Leon, really quick, what's your prediction for the game? Give us a score prediction.
I'm going to go 2-1 or 3-1 to Liverpool. I think United will score. I think they're good enough to score. I think they've got enough in Fernandes, in Rashford, in Pogba, in Martial. They do have guys on their day who are very difficult to stop. And I do think Manchester United will score, but I think Liverpool will score more. So I'm going to go for a Liverpool 2-1. Mo Salah score first and a Liverpool victory.
There you have it, folks. As always, Leon and the folks at Boyle Sports, thank you very much for your ongoing support. And look, we look forward to Sunday. Going to be a big one. Right, folks, so you hear what Leon has to say. He's optimistic for a Liverpool win as well. As always, though, this is over to you guys to let me know your thoughts on it. Please do let me know your predicted 11 in the comment section below. Give me a like on the video if you agree with what I have to say. Let me know your score predictions as well. Just to point out that there's 2 shows coming up for Anfield Agenda around this game. The guys from Nothing But Reds will be popping over to do the team announcement show. So Steve and Kyle will be going live at 3:15 PM UK time. They're going to be bringing you the 11 that Jurgen Klopp has chosen. I'll then come on at around 4 o'clock and we'll start the match Watchalong. So hope you guys can join us for that one. We'll have a preview show coming out later on tonight as well. We'll have a post-match analysis and phone-in show coming in. Yes, a phone-in show. Finally, we're going to give people a chance to share their views after the game as well. So we'll have a phone-in show coming up afterwards. I'm nervous about this one, but I'm also cautiously optimistic. So, look, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Again, I want to know your thoughts on it. Thank you to our sponsors, Boyle Sports, as always, and I will chat to you good folks on Sunday. Up the Reds.